be talking about Frasier season 2. Just wrapped up last week, but editing took a bit because I was going to do editing on Wednesday, but I was so exhausted from going out on Wednesday, so I couldn't do it. And then Saturday came, I was going to edit Dan, but then I ended up with a really bad headache on Saturday, and then Sunday I was like taking it easy. I was editing this Sunday afternoon and then at night, so that was well. Then Monday, yesterday, I was busy. I was very tired yesterday, so I'm like, oh my god, my schedule is driving me nuts because I usually record Mondays, but that's changed to another day. So I'm like, oh, what do I do? Like, I can't do Wednesdays, I can't do Mondays. It's nuts. So, so I'll think of something that's gonna be helpful. My Descendants series gonna come online next year as well. More on that a little later on. You'll see some teasers come up very soon, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. So I'm trying to juggle a lot as well. So just bear with me on this, okay? So yeah, so anyway, besides that, we're gonna talk about Frasier season 2. Now, if you have not seen my first season 1 review, I did review season 1 of Frasier, the new reboot as well, so go check it out. That has 102 views. That's insane. You guys sure like your sitcoms out there, and I don't blame you for it either. So yeah, so go check it out. I am perfectly happy with 102. So my videos lately have gone like up and up and up, and I'm not sure if that's the subscribers. New subscribers coming in and doing the job for me as well. So so go check out my season 1 review if you're interested as well. So we've got 10 episodes of season 2, and let me say this. Okay, so episode 9 of season 2, right? I think it was episode 9, or was it episode 8? No, was it episode 9, the murder party? I know, it was either episode 8 or 9, I can't remember, because I see these episodes in there so I can review them for you guys. So in one of the episodes, right, I was on Prime Video, because I don't have Paramount Plus here. Paramount Plus is like a combination between Prime Video and Paramount Plus, where I am. So I was so excited to check out the next episode because I was watching these episodes when they came out. So it's not like if it's a random episode I'm not going to do a review, then that's fine because I don't really review that show in particular. But with these ones, I have to remember what I've seen, watch them. Luckily, with online stuff, you can see the episode. Oh yeah, I did see that. I know what's going on there. So yeah. So anyway, so I was watching this one particular episode. I was on Prime Video. I was so excited to watch it, but for some reason, there's a glitch on Prime Video for some reason. I was like, okay, because these episodes don't go full on as like 25 minutes, right? So I watched this episode and I'm like, wait, that's it of the episode? And I'm like, what's going on? So there must have been a glitch because my mum tried it on the TV out there and it's like, it's doing that as well. So I'm glad they fixed that. I had to watch the episode online and then come back to watch it on TV again. I'm like, if you're going to air episodes every week, make sure you have the episodes on there and not glitch up because that's really bad. Like, I'm glad they fixed it. It's all fixed now. I'm not sure if you had the same problem while watching the show, but I did it some capacity as well to that. So, like you would expect the show to start glitching and have a new episode up. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm glad they fixed it. Hope you guys have that problem too. So I just want to warn you, like if you see that episode's fine now, the full thing's on Prime Video. So I'm not sure what's going on there because when I checked out that episode, I was like, oh wait, that's the end. And then online they had the full version. I was like, okay, what's going on here? So yeah, so I hope you guys have the problem the same I do. Maybe you do. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, some of the episodes this season are a bit not short, but I would say they're not complete. Like, I can't remember what episode it was because I watched these episodes in advance. There was one episode, there was two. I think it was episode 6, where they did the whole dating charade. But it's weird, like with a sitcom, like they usually have an ending, like a funny ending usually, and some of the episodes don't have that. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe some happy mistranslation, maybe? I'm not sure, but we'll see what. But with that said, it's still a good show, but it's just some of the episodes aren't, greater than others. So yeah. So let's talk about comedic timing. Oh boy, the first episode was really good. I was thinking, wait a sec, are they doing a Thanksgiving episode? Like, no, it's not. Like, okay, because I thought at first I saw the thing that they had. I thought that was like a turkey or like a chicken. They're like, no, it's ham on a leg. I'm like, okay. And the comedic timing between Eve and David, oh my god, so good. Mishaps all over the place. You know, the ham goes into the cake. I'm like, oh no, the ham got into the cake. And then goes down the drain and does a that was a lot of fun. I laughed that so hard. And kudos to those actors for doing such a great job at, you know, making not comedy based, but sitcoms these days kind of get a little bit boring. Like, I'm like, okay, you know, stuff like that. So it's nice to see that they have that still comedic timing. And, you know, if you watch the Flintstones, which is a good example of this, with the Flintstones, it was exactly the same thing. You know, mishaps all over the place. And that's what usually a sitcom is, basically. So, yeah, so I kind of like that. I'm like, oh, no, it's in the cake. Oh, no, it's in the drain. You know, and I just laughed out loud hilariously because it was so funny, and kudos for the actors for, you know, playing along with that because it's not easy to do. But obviously you've got like, you know, Kelsey Grammer who has done the original Frasier to show them, I guess, or like some people to show them what they're doing. So it was really good. I really enjoyed that. Probably the best scene. And that was episode 1, which is surprising because episode 1 is usually like a slow burn and then you go to the other episodes. It depends on what the episode is, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was so funny, so funny. As well. So, yeah, so the first bit I'll start off is with the early episode in season 2. We see it focus more on Eve. I'm like, I see, I can relate to this because, you know, my mom is, I don't want to talk about too much about my personal life online. Let's just say my mom, I can relate to this so much because my mom has given so much to us. When you have a child, it's kind of hard to sort of like, you know, not look after it, but sometimes your parent needs a break. And you know, even though my mom has times off to herself, she'll always like check in on us and make sure that we're okay. Because I could stay home alone by myself basically, but my severely autistic brother can't. So he needs support. So you know, she's always been there for us, and as a parent, I think that's very important. Unfortunately, a lot of parents aren't like that these days, as you guys know. But yeah, but you know, Eve says like, can I spoil this? I don't think I can, but let's just say someone comes and invites Eve for a night out. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should have a night out because she's stuck with the baby, of course. And so the guys decide to pitch in with no choice, by the way, with no choice, decide to look after the baby. And you know, like I think a lot of parents need a break, and that's fine. You know, they're not like tools or machines or anything like that. But you know, but I think this episode really speaks to me because I know what my mom has gone through. She's told me, I don't want to say too much, but she's told me like stories that she has struggled when we were little. Because now it's like different. Like now we are adults, but when we were little, it was very hard for my mom in particular. So I can understand out from that point of view. So you know, like I said, being a single mother or a single father is very hard. I appreciate you parents, you know, sticking it out there for your kids no matter what. But like I said, unfortunately, parents are not like that. Not a lot like that these days. But yeah, anyway, besides that, they decide to sneak off and go to a museum, right? And I love this. Eve broke. She literally broke, and she says, "Do you know how it is to be a single mother?" And like, I don't have any time to myself, and that's exactly what my mom would say as well. You know, like she doesn't. It's hard, but you can understand what I'm saying. So she's like, you know, I don't have any help. You know, it's very hard for a single person to have help and to rely on other people to look after your children as well, per se, from my experience. But yeah, but I love how she like blew up like a bomb basically and said that because, you know, she's like, you know, because she didn't know that the guys were going to take their baby out. And, you know, and she kind of broke and she's like, I'm having my night out still. I don't care. You guys are still watching him. So I'm like, good for you, Eve. I'm so proud of you, girl. You know, like I thought the actress did that so well and so good as well. But oh my God, girl, you're doing amazing. So I really enjoyed that part of the ending of the show because I just thought nearly at the end of the show. But that was like so good, like really good. Like, she's kind of, bottling up her emotions, because in the first scene she's like, oh yeah, fire, but when she finally starts to realize and she's bottling it all up and it just comes out like a big volcano explosion, that was really well done. So kudos to the actor for doing that as well. Also, not only that, don't worry, still have the father and son story at hand, but it might not be prior to the actual story. Still some stories it is. But I really think they missed the mark on this in some of the episodes, later on, kind of. They still have it in some of the main episodes, but they kind of, missed that out. And I think that's what's really works in season 1 is the father and son relationship between Frasier and Fred in particular. So I kind of missed that. There was some moments in some episodes, like in the early episode, Frasier says, I'll always be here to talk to you, as well, because he's worried that his son is not sharing a lot with him. It's very hard with father and son. As well, not in real life, but you get what I mean. So yeah, so Frasier finds out what's Fred hiding from me, basically, and he's like, you know what? Frasier, right? He doesn't, but he doesn't take no for an answer. And, he says to Fred, I'm always here for you if you want to talk. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, because a lot of parents don't like that these days, but it's nice too, and I can relate to that too, because I tell my mom not everything, but because you like to have a little bit of privacy too. But I tell my mom I'm very open with my mom, so that it's good to have an open relationship. Not like the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. No, not that open relationship, but like having an open relationship between your parent. I think that's so important for kids these days. Like I said, a lot of parents aren't like that. So yeah, so also there's a couple of moments later on in later episodes as well, which I really enjoyed. There was an emotional moment when he went back to radio, basically. You know what that means. I'm not gonna explain it here, but there's one when he came back to radio. And because Frasier and Fred have a heart to heart, and Fred says, "What do you mean I'm not proud of you?" I think Frasier felt the guilt because he did tell us that he left, and he felt guilty for it, he felt bad for it, and Fred's like, "I'll always be proud of you, Dad." I'm like, "Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God, the feels." So it was such a heartfelt moment between the two of them. And, and that's true, I was angry because he left, but, they've kind of, connected a bit since season 1, and I'm very happy about that as well. Also, the Christmas episode, was so good. No spoilers, by the way, it's so good, really, really good. Oh, you gotta love this Christmas episode. It was really good, and the exchange they have between Frasier and Fred is so good. I won't say anything here, but let's just say that Fred does something very kind, for Christmas. That's all I'll say here. But so previously, they do have a Christmas episode, no spoilers, but this one, oh my God, it tastes the cake. Seriously, it's so good. It has all the Christmas feels. It hits you in the heart emotionally. Oh, it's just so good. So yeah, so in the early episode, Alan talks about, his family, his like Frasier, he left his children as well. He's made up with all of them except for one. And he said that his daughter just had a grandchild. Oh my God. And, he says that he hasn't spoken to her ever since, and he kind of feels bad about it. So he kind of get that from the first, not the first episode. I think it's episode 3, was it? I don't know, but interesting. So put that in your noggin. So because we're going to continue that later on. Also, I'm really glad that they touched up on, Christmas in general. It might be a hit and miss moment, but Christmas is not all about happiness. Christmas can be sad for some people, and I really enjoyed that they touched up on that as well. I can give an example because a couple of what year was it? I can't remember, but me and my family got sick of COVID, and it was the worst Christmas ever. So I've experienced a bad Christmas. It's not good being sick during Christmas. As well, it's really bad, really awful too. So not the greatest, but I've experienced a bad Christmas because of COVID as well. And we're trying to, and last year we're trying to not COVID lockdown, but I think it was last year that we saw everybody like, okay, we're going to lock down because we didn't want to get sick and didn't want to risk it. So yeah, so that's also not hard, but yeah, you got to keep yourself healthy. It's crazy, you know. And last week I was also sick as well with a bit of a stomach ache and sore throat, but I'm okay now. I'm okay. I've had some stuff, because the last bit I wanted to be sick. Oh god, no, not birthday, not my birthday. Christmas is coming, but very soon. So yeah, so I really enjoyed that they tackled that. I really enjoyed that because not all Christmases are for some people are happy or they're, and also they can be sad, for some people as well. A lot of people don't have a lot. And I really like the fact that they, gave that, it gave that purpose too, basically what I'm trying to say as well. So so at the ending, nearly towards the end of episode 10, oh, so good episode, go check it out. Alan finally meets his daughter. So he finally meets his grandchild and his daughter. And by the way, that's like the cutest baby ever. Cutest baby ever. Oh my god, with the chippy cheese. Oh, that's so cute. Where did they find that baby? Because usually you see a baby like, oh, why would you put that baby in the film? It's so ugly. I'm sorry, unfortunately, not a lot of babies, but some babies are a little bit ugly, some a little bit cute, and I've seen some cute babies around, so I'm like, oh my god, she's so adorable, I want to pick a picture chick so bad, so I really enjoyed that as well. And also, let's continue from the conversation later on with Frasier and Fred, that's all I say here as well. So let's talk about characters. There's not a lot to talk about, with characters, but let me just say this, oh my god. Jack Catmore Scott as Freddy. Oh my god, I see star potential on the horizon. I really do. Oh, he's so good this season. Better in season 1, to be honest with you. He really amps it up this season as well. Oh, he's so good. What a phenomenal actor. Oh, he's so good. When he did the scene with Frasier, he found out that Frasier was ditching him. Oh, so good. I'm like, give this guy an Emmy or something. Oh my god, he should be an Emmy Award film. Oh my god. I see so much potential for this person. Oh, he's so good. Also, he can do, this season, did a very interesting British accent as well. And I'm like, oh, that's a really good accent, even though it's American. Because sometimes when, when you're American and do an Australian accent, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you offending Australians down here? And also when you do like a, American accent to British, it doesn't translate very well. So I'm glad. I'm like, oh my god, his British accent is perfect to a T. Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much. Also, he's really good at playing drunk too, because at some season where he plays drunk, and he's really good at it. Like you can see, oh my god, he's so drunk. It's really good. Like the performance in this season for him is so good. I hope he gets more work. He's really good. Like I would advise the studio to grab him very quickly and say, right, you want to make a feature film with us? Yeah, I can see that. Oh, so good. Maybe that's why he was set to stage this season. I could probably see that. Very interesting. Also, I did see while I was doing my notes. Also, on that particular night, he just got cast in the Christopher Nolan movie. He's doing a movie or something. I'm so happy for you, man. You do deserve it because your acting is perfection this season, and I absolutely loved it. Also, I could see, other potential actors getting gigs from this. Like, I could see Tugs Olagondol getting a film out of this. And also, Jess Salagoria can get a film out of this as well. Unfortunately, I have to disappoint you guys. Eve's not a lot in the episodes later on, which is very disheartening. I'm like, no, why would you take Eve out? She's the best part of the show. So I really think they missed the 40 this season, but like I said, the actors give it a notch up, basically. So I can't wait to see what they do next, whether or not it's still continuing this season or going on for something else. And I can see, I'm not sure about David though. That's a hard one. It's very hard when you're a supporting character. To be honest, he's a supporting character, but also he's very goofy and funny characters. Usually goofy and funny characters don't get, a big gig like others, so maybe they'll get something else. But all of them did a really good job this season. All of them did a really good job. So I'm very happy about that as well. I can't wait to see what Jack Catmore Scott does next. Oh, it's so exciting. He's he's on a rising star at the moment, so I hope he gets more gigs because he's just so great. Watch the show. Please watch the show because of him. He is so good. He's a really good foil to Frasier. I really loved it as well. Also, I can't say too much, but let's just say there's some guest cameo stars as well. There's a couple. There's one in particular that I did spoil here, but you might not, but you've probably seen it from season 1 from my review of that. Go check that out as well. Let's just say a supporting character becomes the main character. That's all I'll say here. She doesn't become the main character necessarily, but she is in more of the episodes sometimes. So let's just say that. So yeah, all of these actresses are great. You've got Amy Sedaris, is it? Yeah, one of the episodes. You got Yvette Nicole Brown, who's been like everything. She was just in this Enchanted movie with Maya Rudolph and Jane Mays and also Amy Adams and some other actors as well. So she's doing a lot. Also, Patricia Heaton. I was like, who is this person? Because she appeared in one of the episodes. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna kill me. I need to know who this person is. I looked her up and guess what? She's from Everybody Loves Raymond. Oh my god. How did I not click that? I'm like, oh my god, I know that person. It's gonna drive me nuts. So I looked her up. I'm like, oh yeah, she's from Everybody Loves Raymond. So I'm glad she's in this as well. She's in a couple of episodes. She's kind of one of the main characters as well a little bit. All I say here, she is a let's just say she's a love interest to a very important main character. That's all I'll say here. You get the hint. As well. Let's just say that as well. But she does a really good job. Did she dye her hair grey or did it become grey? Because I know Jane Fonda said that she wanted her hair to become grey, and then I gotta say she looks pretty good as a grey. I'm not gonna lie, she looks really good. So yeah, I'm very excited as well. There's also another person, but I couldn't find out the name. But I know him somewhere too. So there's a lot of guest cameos this season. So you're gonna have a lot of fun with this as well. So those are my thoughts on Frasier season 2.